Hello, everybody, and welcome to a channel update. I haven't done a channel update in a very long time. Actually, I think it was back last September of 2014 that I did a channel update, and that was when I was actually invited to play with the Nidd group, and I first started playing Space Engineers. A lot of things have happened since then, and a few things are happening going forward, and I just kind of want to chat with you about it and get your feedback and hear what you have to say, as well as just kind of keep you informed as to what's going on. First thing that needs to talk about is the Nidd Whitelist server. So that is a server that I started playing on like way back in September. We've done tons and tons or videos, people playing on the server, doing some stuff together, and slowly over time, it has become less people being able to play on the server due to just problems with Space Engineers and frame issues and performance issues and all that kind of stuff. And it's gotten to the point now where it's almost only me that is actually able to play on that server. So I just kind of lucked out with where I live, the connection I can get to the internet and things of that nature. But basically, even Boris, just recently I watched his channel update on the Nidd Whitelist. He was one of the only other people that could play with me on there anymore, and even he's not able to get onto it or do anything effective on there anymore, it seems. So that sucks, right? Like we can't collaborate on there anymore. So it's kind of one of the main reasons for doing a server reset, which is what we've been talking about for a little while now. I discussed it briefly at the end of the last Nidd episode. I believe that was episode 41. Where I went over a little bit of details about it, but I thought I'd make a dedicated video for talking about this reset and also kind of the future of my channel. So it's sad that the server is going to be reset because, we've done a lot of great things on there. I built a giant base. Other people have done a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of, collab projects that happened. But we really want to get that multiplayer action, or at least, the ability to, do stuff together from time to time. So Boris, definitely go check out Boris's video. I'm going to put a link to that in the description. He goes into much more detail on exactly kind of what our plan is for the reset and how that's going to work. I also, at the end of episode 41, kind of go into some details about what we can do with the existing server maybe in the future as well. So if you wanted to check that out, go ahead as well. But yeah, one of the main kind of differences, I guess, that I should mention about the new whitelist is that it's going to be a YouTuber only server, right? Kind of the main reason for that is somebody who's recording for YouTube has a very different play style than people that are just playing to have, just to play the game and do whatever. And us YouTubers can be, annoying with our, recording schedules and how we want to do things and all that kind of stuff. And so we just thought maybe, this server should just be dedicated to people that want to record together and do that kind of stuff together. Again, Boris gets into much more detail on that and probably explains it way better than I just did. So check him out on that. But yeah, so that's kind of, I guess, all I'm going to say about the whitelist. We want to get access to the new features like exploration and all that kind of stuff. There's some huge changes coming to Space Engineers down the pipe as well, like planets and a complete overhaul to the multiplayer engine in the game, and that might require us to reset again in the future. But we'll see. We'll play that by ear as we go. So I guess I should stop there talking about the Nidd whitelist. It's definitely by far my most popular show. It's the most popular series that I do on my channel. It's not going anywhere. It's going to continue. We'll start up a season 2 on that server and see where that goes. My play style on that is going to be we're going to do some collab stuff together, maybe some recording sessions as a group to do stuff together, to do things and have some fun like that. But I also want to continue the style of video that I've been doing on there as well, where it's kind of just me and you guys building something and that style that I've been doing on there, that let's play style where I kind of do some stuff on camera, do some stuff off camera. So what you're used to in that series will continue. Plus maybe have some more of that multiplayer action, that I was actually able to do in the beginning of the server way back. Like, I don't know if you remember when we were doing some stuff with Boris, I was also doing some stuff with Dracul and some of those other guys as well, where somebody stole Wheatley, and there was some drama going on and all that kind of stuff. So that fun collaboration, interaction stuff, as well as the solo kind of more building stuff that you've come more accustomed to since people haven't been able to play on there. So above and beyond that, I'm really wanting to do some more single player stuff. One reason is I enjoy that style of gaming, as well as you guys seem to be receptive to it. Like the single player stuff, or the quote unquote single player stuff that I do, like the Space Engineers series, where it seems to be just me. That stuff seems to get more views and whatever on it than some of the multiplayer stuff does. And I am having a ton of fun with the multiplayer stuff. I don't want that to stop or end, but I might need to scale that back a little bit. And if you watch Boris's update, he sounds like he's got a very similar kind of mindset on it. So I don't want to cut that off at all, but I might need to scale it back a little bit so that I have some time to do some of this single player stuff. And I've had lots of ideas and different games I've wanted to play. So I kind of just wanted to talk to you about that a little bit, where Space Engineers, like I said, is my most popular series. I've started another multiplayer series, which also is doing quite well, and so you guys really do seem to like Space Engineers. Also, what's that? Interplanetary. You guys really seem to like that one as well, which is awesome. So like space games in general seem to be a good idea. So I've been considering. I did start that Testing Grounds series in the past. I haven't been able to do a whole lot on there, just because again it's these sandbox games, like these open world sandbox games like Space Engineers, they do take quite a bit of time to put together an episode. And actually show some progress on and all that kind of jazz. So the more of that I do, the less of other things I guess I can do as well. So I do want, I'd love to kind of do some more Testing Ground stuff where I design things and build some bigger things. I think that's more of a solo series as well. Maybe do some collab with people to get some ideas. Maybe do some live streaming on it like I did in the past. But try and get into doing that kind of design in my own time, some solo stuff there as well. As well as maybe some other kind of space engineering stuff in the future. Who knows where that goes? So the next thing I guess I should talk about is game types, right? So there's kind of like two, kind of different game types that we can play, and the open world stuff is one that I really enjoy, right? And there's lots of open world games that I'd love to play with and do some solo series on as well. As well as maybe some actual like stories on games on rails where there's kind of like a critical path that you kind of have to follow. An example of that would be I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 recently in multiplayer with people, and we've got that Robica the Younger series. I have a blast with that. It's hilarious. It's so much fun. But I've been considering doing, the single player, and I was just wondering if you guys would be interested in watching something like that. Watch me do the GTA 5 single player. It definitely is mature content, so I'd have to, put a warning and stuff on there. It's a fun one from that perspective. But yeah, like, would you be interested in that style of gameplay? Like doing a single player of something that's more kind of less open world and more story driven and kind of like a critical path, right? So GTA 5 would be an example of that. I wanted to do, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare single player mission as well. Like, would you guys be interested in something like that? Those types of games, as well as, the open world stuff. Are you guys interested in more Minecraft? Because I had some ideas for doing, a solo kind of let's play in Minecraft as well. And we do our stuff on Niddsville, and that's super fun, and I love doing that as well. And those episodes, they're becoming less and less frequent because we've had less and less ideas, I guess, and things to do on there. But yeah, I'm kind of running long in the tooth here, I think. So I guess kind of to try and finish this off, I've got a bunch of games in my game library that some of them that I've never even played. And so maybe kind of working through the games in my library and doing some single player let's plays on those things. One that you guys might be really interested because you like the space stuff is I do have Kerbal Space Program. I've really wanted to play that, and maybe you guys would be interested in a single player of me doing that. Yeah, I've just got like a whole bunch of these games that I haven't even opened, and I think they'd be fun. So maybe doing less, a little bit less, I don't know how much less. We'll see what needs to be done, and doing some more solo player stuff. And you guys just let me know what you think about that, about any of the games I've mentioned, any games I haven't mentioned, something you'd like to see me do, your take on maybe, what's happening with the Whitelist server, the Nidd Whitelist Space Engineers server, your comments on the different style of games, open world versus, more story, critical path style games. Do you like the role play stuff I do with the, Robica the Younger, where we try and do role? I'd love to do some more role play, even in the single player world, where I pretend to be another character and try and stay in that role. I'm not very good at it yet, I don't think, but I think the more I do it, the more it'd be fun, right? So, give me your thoughts on that, on all the stuff that I've talked about. I think I should stop now. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, and we'll have a conversation. Thanks.